And now to conclude the forum, we will have the mayor's race. There are 4 candidates. They are David Green, Green, Deborah Hodge, Hodge, David Green, Green, and Tracy Shook, Shook. I have been informed that David Green, Green, is not here. And Tracy Shook also is not here. They elected to not participate in our forum, so we will proceed with Deborah Hodge and David Green because that's the speaking order they have drawn. So if you would please come up.
Good evening. My name is Deborah Hodge, and I am running for mayor because I want to make positive changes in Duncanville that will benefit our families, neighborhoods, and businesses. I have been married to Dr. Lyle Hodge for 41 years. We have raised our 5 children right here in Duncanville, and I'm proud to say that all of them have graduated from Duncanville High School. Over the years, I have seen many changes in Duncanville. Some of these changes have been positive, while some of the other changes haven't been so good for us. My goal is to reverse these negative changes by facilitating a friendlier, efficient, and accountable city government. I am for honest, open, and transparent government. Nothing I do as mayor will be hidden from any citizen. I will restore dignity to our city council meetings by treating all council members equally and with respect. I am not a career politician. I will not be traveling around the country lobbying for my friends at taxpayers' expense. My focus will be right here at home in Duncanville, working for you. I want everyone who lives in Duncanville to feel safe and welcome in their neighborhood while enjoying a good quality of life. This means we need to work on reducing crime and maintaining good city services. We also need to focus on strengthening our local business community by making a sincere effort to be more business friendly. For the past 25 years, my husband and I have run our own business in Duncanville as Hodge Chiropractic Clinic. Since I am the business manager for our clinic, I understand the small business owners' concerns of managing a business in Duncanville. I support economic development that has clearly defined benefits for the citizens, and I expect all developers to perform according to the terms of their contracts. I will work hard for you, the citizens of Duncanville, to make this a safe and prosperous city that residents and business owners alike will be proud to call home. All these goals can be achieved if we are willing to work together. I am ready to go to work for you. If you are wanting to make positive changes in Duncanville, then vote for me, Deborah Hodge, as your next mayor of Duncanville. Thank you.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I'm David Green, the mayor of the city of Duncanville, and I'm here to ask for your vote tonight. It's an honor and a privilege to be here tonight, and I want to thank the Duncanville Rotary Club and the Chamber of Commerce, which I'm privileged to be a member of both, for hosting this event as they do annually. This is an opportunity for you to listen to the people who seek to serve our city. Positions of political leadership are about service. The city of Duncanville needs a mayor with strong management skills, experience with municipal issues, and the ability to build consensus in order to maintain a high quality of life for our citizens. I hope you will join me in trying to move Duncanville to the next level. There are 3 things that are important to our city. We need to continue to reduce our general obligation debt, and in fact, in the last 10 years, Duncanville has cut its debt by 80%. At the same time, the national debt tripled. Duncanville has increased services and held down tax increases. If we continue on this path, in the next 3 years, Duncanville will have no general obligation debt at all. And that would be a great accomplishment. We can either use that money to build on for the future, we can reduce taxes, we have a lot of options. To continue this success, we must keep people in office who have made this progress so far. Secondly, we need to expand the Main Street project and work with developers and landlords to upgrade existing shopping centers and buildings to fill our vacant spaces. It is important to continue to redevelop the downtown Duncanville area and encourage businesses to create a greater quality of life for residences. Duncanville is a first-tier city to Dallas, and we must redevelop to prevent decline. Finally, we need to continue the work already begun in developing the Duncanville Fieldhouse into the premier fieldhouse south of the Trinity River. We need to keep our players in town, and instead of traveling to Plano and Frisco to use their facilities. All of these actions will require the support of the council and city staff to be effective. My background in operating a corporation for over 40 years, serving as a bank director, and my various civic and community leadership positions have given me a wide background of experience that I will continue to use for the benefit of the city of Duncanville. Many hours of continuing education that I have had the privilege to attend as a council member and mayor have prepared me to understand the operations of municipal government.
Why are you running for the office of mayor, and why should the voters consider you the most qualified candidate?
Well, that sounds like a repeat of what I just said in my opening statement. I want to do positive things for Duncanville. I think that we need to focusing on our crime issue. I think we need to make our neighborhood safe. There was a citizen survey done that said that citizens in Duncanville really don't feel safe in the neighborhoods, and I consider that a big problem. Let's see, what was the rest of the question?
When you ran for the office, why should voters consider you the most qualified?
Yes, why should consider me the most qualified? I believe while I was on the council, I demonstrated my ability to read the budgets. I could see where we weren't staying within our budget. I read the charter. I knew when we weren't abiding by our charter. I read contracts. I see when we're not abiding by our contracts. I'm very detail-oriented, and I believe that we need those type of skills on our council right now to hold them accountable. Thank you.
Well, I'm the current mayor. I'm running again because we have got a program that we need to get put in place. We've worked on it. You know, in the past 10 years since I've been involved in the council, we have brought in $110 million worth of new development. I think some of those things have been talked about earlier. We've also reduced the indebtedness by 80%. I want to continue this program. We've got, as I outlined earlier, 3 things that we critically need to do, and I want to continue to work. I'm very proud of the Main Street project. These 3 blocks were just the start of what we want to do. We want to really push the new urbanism, the wide sidewalks, the mom and pop stores, the bistros, and make this a place that you can be really proud of. I've traveled the country and I've seen what's happened in other cities who've done this, and we're a first-tier city. So
thank you, David. Thank you, appreciate that. Mm-hmm. What specific life experiences and education have prepared you for service as the mayor? Can you repeat that? What specific life experiences and education have prepared you for the office of mayor? You're going first. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. First of all, I'm a graduate of SMU. I have a degree in economics, a lot of accounting. I was Secretary of Treasurer and later President and CEO of a corporation for 40 years. I've served as the bank director. I chaired the Loan and Discount Committee as well as the Operations Committee. I know what it is to run city government. I've experienced in city and municipal law with good accounting background. I just feel like that I'm very qualified. In the time that I've spent working for the city of Duncanville as mayor for the past 10 years has made a big difference, I think. And I understand it. I understand we don't micromanage, and that's one of the problems that we're having today is some of our council people don't understand what it is to be a council member, a board of director, and not a micromanager. So I think I'm very qualified.
Thank you, David.
Well, I've had a lot of life experiences that I think prepare me to be a mayor. The one that you're probably almost familiar with is the eminent domain issue. I got a real eye-opener when you deal with the city in a way that compromises their integrity. And you start to see that the citizens really aren't being represented. And the truth isn't getting out. And you don't know their real goals and what's going on in Duncanville. And coming from that perspective, I have a real heart to lead with truth and honesty and to make sure that the citizens are represented and that they are our first and top priority in the decisions that we make. And we need to be honest and forthright in what we're doing, and I believe that that qualifies me. I also have already served on the city council. I've been on the 4B board, and I am very good at seeing.
Thank you, Deborah. Appreciate that. Now, you're giving what is your vision for the future of downtown Duncanville?
Once again, this almost sounds like it comes from my closing statement. I think we need a vision of downtown Duncanville, of small businesses that are flourishing, where people think first to go to when they need a need. Not just to downtown Duncanville, but to all of Duncanville, instead of running out of town. I see people walking up and down the street. I see small businesses where you stop and eat and you converse and you can have family-oriented activities after hours where the city can come together and friends can meet with friends and you can meet your neighbors there and you can make better friendships. And I look at it as a thriving community that we have available that we work at it together. Thank you.
Well, I think I talked about it a moment ago, and that's we had to figure out that Duncanville was the first-tier city. First-tier cities deteriorate and decline after the core city, and things keep moving further and further out. And so in order to prevent that, you've kind of got to reinvent yourself. And that's where this new urbanism, farm-based zoning, the new downtown Duncanville idea arose. And so that's what we've got on the first 3 blocks. I want to continue that. We talked about the bistros, the smaller shops, the tree-lined sidewalks. That's the thing that will make Duncanville happen. And the largest thing is that we have planned for a rail station, a DART station. It's not a matter of when or if it's coming, but it's when it's coming. And as soon as we can get the tax authority from the state, we'll go ahead and have that in there, and that's going to open up all kinds of opportunities for the future. Okay, thank you. I would like to thank you for being here tonight and for participating in sharing. If you leave here with anything tonight, just remember this. It is your personal attention to the issues, active involvement, advocacy, and the vote which counts and makes a real impact on improving the city of Duncanville and our quality of life. I am the best choice for mayor because I have the experience and desire to continue effectively leading our city into the 21st century. I have city, regional, state, and national experience in municipal issues. We can continue to reduce our general obligation debt to 0 in 3 years. We can continue to upgrade and develop existing shopping centers and buildings to fill vacant spaces and encourage a greater quality of life, and we can continue the development work of the Duncanville Fieldhouse. This will, however, take the cooperation and hard work between the citizens, the staff, and the city council and the mayor. Warren Buffett, the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, once said, in looking for people to hire, or in our case to elect, you look for 3 qualities: integrity, intelligence, and energy. And if they don't have the first, the other 2 will kill you. I am David Green, mayor of the city of Duncanville, and I'm asking for your vote.
Thank you, David. Now, Deborah, it's time for your summary statement, please. Thank you.
I have a vision for Duncanville. I see a Duncanville that's fiscally sound while still providing good quality services. A city where people are safe to walk in their neighborhoods at night. I see a city where small businesses are thriving, A city where people of all ages and races are proud to call this our home. I see a city that is truly a city of champions. Fortunately, we are turning in the right direction. 3 new council members are in place after last year's election, and a new city manager has been hired with a track record of producing results. I look forward to working with Mr. O'Leary, our citizens, and the city council to improve our city. No one can accomplish this alone. It will take all of us working together as a team of champions who put aside their egos and work together for the good of Duncanville without sacrificing truth and integrity. Some are fighting very hard to keep things the way they are today. But if you are wanting positive changes in Duncanville, then vote for me, Deborah Hodge, to be your next mayor. In closing, I want to thank the Rotary Club and the Chamber for providing this forum tonight, and invite all of you to stop by my table to say hello. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to thank both the mayor candidates. Just some few housekeeping details, but this basically concludes our forum tonight.